Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, let's just get into this video, shall we? Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is anonymity. Privacy. There has been a lot of talk lately, a lot of rants, a lot of shouting, screaming, demanding that people show their face to show who they really are. Are they entitled to anonymity, or is the other person entitled to know exactly who they're talking to? That is the question. Now, I have split views on this. Yes and no. And I'm going to explain why no first. No for anyone who is on a register. And I think you know which kind of register I mean without me having to spell it out. And yes to people who don't have that kind of record. Now, there are people who do not want past experiences brought back to the light. And that's completely understandable. If you've been through something that is traumatic and you want to move on with your life and you don't want someone dragging it up and telling the world what happened, then yes, by all means. If you was in a relationship where it didn't end well, then yes, by all means. Use your avatars, use your fake names. Do whatever you need to do to keep your privacy private. But if you're going online to look for minors, if you're going online to find survivors, I'm not going to use the V word. Then you do not deserve any form of anonymity. And I struggle to say that, sorry about that. But then no, you don't. You may want to keep yourself private for many, many reasons. None of them have to be bad. None of them have to be breaking the law. But your own reasons. And other people should not be allowed to demand otherwise. When I meet a person, I just don't care the colour of their skin, their age, within reason. What nationality you are, what your religion is. None of that is my concern, so long as you're not breaking the law. I think that's simply the only way to put it. Now, to the people who shout and demand they want to see you because of your age, because of the colour of your skin, because of your ethnicity, tell them where to shove it. For the people out there who break the law, S-A-S-H, controlling an ex-partner, go play on the M4. Try counting some of those little threads on tyres. That's all I got to say to those people. But yes, you are entitled fully to your anonymity. You are entitled to feel safe going online. And I know there are people out there who say that if you're on social media, then you have no right to privacy. I disagree. You're wrong. Everybody has a right to privacy, even you. Everyone deserves the right to not have their essay report read out online, to not have an ex-partner find them through a photo or their name. Every single person on this planet deserves those rights. And that is where I stand on it. But please do. I love a conversation. So, if you have other opinions for other reasons, do stick it in the box down below. There's one other thing I want to say before I get back into researching this Summer Wells case, because this is dark stuff. And my head has been absolutely blown away with some of the stuff that I found. But I was watching BX earlier. I'm not going to talk about everything that was said in BX's video. I'm going to say to you to go over and check it out, because it was interesting. Now, I don't know if you know who the Glare is. I came across him during the Summer Wells case, the beginning of the Summer Wells case, and he was an avid supporter of Michael Long. It has recently come to light that he fought his son, a son who has disabilities. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether they are mental disabilities or physical disabilities. But either way, you are no man. To fight your own son no matter what he did tells me that you are no kind of man. Now, I could go into everything that was said on the video that BX was showing, but as I said, that's not my video to show. But I wanted to say to the Glare, you are not a man. You have no right to call yourself a dad. You may be a father, you was there for the birth. You put your little part into that bit. But when you're telling your son to put his hands up and fight you like a man, and I don't care if he's 12 foot or 6 foot, he is your son. He is your flesh and blood. And he has disabilities that he's dealing with. It takes a man to raise a child and to be called a father. Anyone can do what needs to be done to make a child. But you're no man. You're a worthless excuse for a man. And I mean that. I'm disgusted by the things that I heard come out of your mouth. You vile excuse of a creature. Go back in your rock and get drunk and then pass out. Because no man would beat his own son. Ever. And you admitted to beating him. Like I said, I don't care if he was 6'1" or 12'3". That is still your son. And you threw him out on the streets. After taking him away from his mother because he had bruises on his arm. Or maybe it was a reason those bruises ended up that you didn't want to know about. Until it was your turn to beat him. Maybe the bruises on his arm, fingerprint marks, weren't quite what they were, what you thought they were. Maybe try to look it into that. And check in. Because what you'd done was well worse. So much worse. And with that, I'm going to sign off because I am not wasting any more time on that absolute piece of trash who thinks it's okay to hurt his own son. Have a great day, everybody, and I shall see you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would be really grateful. Thank you.